Good morning, everyone. Well, good afternoon for most of us. Some of you are on other time zones. Good morning. My name is Nicholas Couch. I'm an independent promoter with Pruvit. The statements and opinions expressed today are my own and not necessarily those adopted or approved by Pruvit Ventures Incorporated. This morning's topic is morning routine and the morning magic, the power of having a morning routine and how you start your day. I got to mute everybody out. We got somebody with background noise. All right. So the power of your morning routine. I see Kevin Russell up in the corner in his military camo. He probably has a little bit of a morning routine this morning. But what are you doing for your morning? Are you rolling out of bed, sitting on the toilet, scrolling through messages, feedback, catching up on messages, checking Facebook, checking Snapchat, looking at the negativity in the news, whatever? Or are you starting your morning with your phone in the kitchen? I'm not going to get into too much detail about the phone routine because Lori just talked about this the other day. I want to just talk more about the morning, as in, are you sleeping until 11 o'clock or are you getting up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock? Like, Kelly and I are working on a earlier morning routine, getting up hours before the kids, so we have laser focused meditation, some silence, some distraction free time to open up a book and read, to put some headphones in, listen to an audiobook, put some good stuff in the brain, start our day later on the messages, give ourselves a morning 20-30 minutes, then get on the phone, then start catching up. Instead of starting in a state of reaction, we're starting in a state where we're being proactive. And then when you're starting at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, if you're like, I think it was Mark Wahlberg or somebody recently had an article on social media, they start their day at 2:30 a.m. So he's already up, worked out, and he's half his day is already done. He's dominating his day before the world's awake. So you're getting your stuff done before people are even out of bed. All your emails are caught up before anybody's out of bed. And then you have distraction-free time if you have children to get your workout in. I was up this morning. I did my high-intensity interval training. I cooked a healthy breakfast, some eggs, some deer burger, some spinach. I had a really, really good fresh food breakfast. I wasn't rushing out the door late, grabbing an egg and cheese sandwich from McDonald's, processed food. I'm starting my day with good food, water, hydration, things like that. There's a lot of different things we can get into. There's a lot of facts and research that show getting a full glass of water in first thing in the morning changes the trajectory of your day. Getting a morning workout, movement, exercise, activity in first thing shifts the trajectory of your day. You're getting your blood flowing. You're getting your heart rate up. You're getting some stuff going. If you eat breakfast or not, then you're getting some real food. Then you're getting caught up on messages before the world's awake. Depending on the time zone, you might have some of those people that are awake, but you see what I'm saying? What's your morning look like? Are you rolling out of bed with 5 minutes to throw clothes on and jump into rush hour traffic and you're listening to talk radio where it's negative, negative, negative? Are you waking up having some gratitude, having some silence, having some meditation? Just in the tone of my voice and what I'm talking about, you can see it's going to change your day. And let me see who all's on here. I got a couple people I can call on. All right. I was going to call on somebody, but they're not on here. So it will make a huge difference. Just in the last 7 days of me making sure I'm getting up earlier, morning workout, fresh food breakfast, I'm getting more done. Those days I'm up till 3 in the morning and I'm sleeping till 10:30, I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball. I don't feel like I'm getting anything in. Yes, The Morning Miracle. That's a book, right, Amy? Amy looks frozen. Yes. Kelly's reading it right now. I haven't got to it yet, but she says it's phenomenal. and there's so many good things. And there's a morning miracle book, just a general one. There's a morning miracle for network marketing. So it's specifically tailored to all of us. And Josh Nelson, it's pretty early in Alaska. Would you like to share some of your morning routine?
Well, it's funny that you actually mentioned Mark Wahlberg, because I've been wanting to do that for a hot minute. So last night I went to bed at like 8:30 so I could get up at 5 o'clock this morning. So my morning always consists of like not touching my phone, doing my reading, writing out some goals, taking some time. I actually got a lot of the stuff from Mel Robbins, as she touched in her book, The 5-Second Rule, as I read it a couple years ago, on taking, being the master of your morning. And so a lot of things that for me is a distraction, which is like a double-edged sword, is my phone. Whether it can be really good to utilize for business, but it can also be a big distraction in what I want, in my focus and my goals. So one of the things I gleaned was taking some time in the morning, whether it's 15 minutes or a couple of hours, and really focusing on stuff that pushes your needle forward, and then addressing things in the phone, whether it come to your business or your personal life, because if we go straight to the phone first, as I've noticed, I'm distracted from those things in my personal goals, and then I don't actually get done to those. I stay in this state of like panic or anxiety because I'm constantly worried about other people's agendas or what they're doing and so forth. So that's just a little bit of my routine.
Awesome. I love how you dropped Mel Robbins in there. Like they say, success leaves clues unless you're clueless. So think about it. Mark Wahlberg, super, super successful. I just read an article, Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple Computer, Apple Smartphones, the Apple Incorporated CEO. He wakes up at 3:30. He goes to the gym 7 days a week and gets exercise in. He spends 2 hours on social media searching Apple hashtags and different hashtags. He's finding the Apple users to find out what they're excited about, what they're talking about. He gets on Apple forums. He's researching his users to find out what he needs to be shifting in the company. He's getting a good, healthy, fresh food breakfast. There's so many people that talk about their morning routine. It's not just Mark Wahlberg, Mel Robbins, and Tim Cook. Every successful person in the world, I'm talking like the billionaire successful, the top 1%, they all have articles and books and stories and podcasts about their morning rituals. Tim Ferriss, who's authored a lot of good books, The 4-Hour Work Week, The 4-Hour Body, different books. He writes about morning routines. In the Tools of Titans book, where he interviews all the billionaires and successful people, they're all talking about their morning ritual. So let's start following the clues of success. Let's make a commitment to morning routines. Let's see what we can start doing to drive things forward, and let's hold each other accountable. I would love to find somebody on here that wants to be my accountability partner. Now, if Josh Nelson is getting up at 5 a.m., I can't be his accountability partner because that's 9 a.m. my time. So if I'm waking up at 9 and Josh is waking up at 5, I don't have a very good morning routine. I'll probably partner up with somebody on the East Coast just to check in, like, hey, I got up at this time this morning. I did this. What's your morning like? Oh, you overslept. So it's always better when you have an accountability partner. I would challenge you to find somebody in your group, in your team, that you can partner up with and that you can have accountability with, because if you sleep in, you're going to feel really, really guilty that Josh Nelson was up at 2 a.m. Alaskan time. I don't know what time he's getting up, but anyways, you see where I'm going with this. So let's focus on, we have a good 8 weeks or so until Epic in Phoenix, Arizona. So let's work on our morning routines, and then we can all chat about it in person at Phoenix. Because if you're successful, you'll be at Phoenix. You'll be at Epic. Unless you have military duty like Kevin Russell. I don't know if you're going or not. I'm just saying, If the military says you're going here, you're going there. You see what I'm saying? But guys, thank you for your patience. I know I was 10 minutes late this morning. It happened. I flexed my AQ. I'm sitting in my car. We're rocking it. Thanks for showing up. Make sure you get this out to your team once it's on the YouTube channel, and go rock that morning routine.